folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, and it's a long weekend, and it's a Labor Day, so I want to wish everyone a happy Labor Day, especially all those folks that are actually in the labor business, because laboring is a tough job, folks. There's no two ways about that. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 18, Nasdaq up 14, S&Ps are up, they're flat. Gold contract down $2.70, traded at $1,287 an ounce. Silver off 10 cents at $19.50 an ounce. Platinum, $1,423. Copper up a penny and a half at $3.16 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.27 at $95.82 a barrel. Bonds, we have the 10-year flat at 126.11. 30 years down 7 ticks at 141.16. King dollar up 244 ticks at 82.76. The euro is down 44 at 131, and the yen is trading up 34 at 104.07. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so today's going to be the lightest day of the year. Right now on the NYSE, we are running, we're at 271. That means it will come in about 430, something like that. We go and take a look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq volume right now is 927 million. That says that's going to be lucky to hit 1.3 billion. It's going to be probably 1.25 something. Bottom line, though, is that when you go over to the S&P, what you have is this. It doesn't look to me like the S&P is going to close below the benchmark on the daily, weekly, or monthly, okay? And with the benchmark, well, there's two separate benchmarks. He's going to close above both of them. The lower one, meaning the smaller benchmark, will be 1994.76. The larger benchmark is the 1991.39 area. So what does that mean? That means, guess what? You're at a higher high. You do have lighter volume, but that means you can go higher. That's how this shakes out. So we'll see how we come into the close out here today. But what you do have, we go over to the SPY for a second. You look at the SPY. The SPY, 34 million shares out here. You're pushing into the last high, which didn't have any volume, which was 47 million. We're at 200.30. And that aspect up there, bottom line is that you're over the 199.76, and I suspect, I know that's only 35 or 40, 50 cents points down, but bottom line is that I suspect coming into this close, there's not going to be any selling coming into this close. They just flatten the whole market out. If you go over to the DAX, this is pretty incredible. So if you look at the DAX out here today, folks, what you had is this. The DAX in Germany, and I won't get the volume until later, unfortunately, but the DAX in Germany basically, well, had gone today from 95.17 down to 93.69. And it came down there, I suspect it's going to be with juice. And then the last hour, they saved the market. They brought it all the way back up. Sideways market. That's what it comes down to. The Footsie in London, if we take a look at the Footsie in London, Footsie in London did the same thing. Footsie got down to a low of 67.82, ran it all the way back, top side, up to the 68.19 area. Gold contract. Oh, here, let's go to the Nasdaq first. We take a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's at a high. 45.71, no juice. Bottom line, at a high, can go higher. Dow Industrials, we take a look at the Dow. What's intriguing about the Dow now, the Dow double topped. But the way that the Dow, well, the way that the S&P and the Nasdaq is at highs, I expect what you're going to see Tuesday is that we're going to get a test of that high. That's the way this is shaking out. What we will have next week is this, is that next week you're going to have higher volatility inside the market, and realistically, it won't be on Tuesday, because what happens after a Labor Day weekend, folks, is that when you come back at a Labor Day weekend, the Tuesday after Labor Day weekend, normally that day is slow also. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then you're getting into a normal trading type of market. That market stays like that right up until Thanksgiving. So it's a very long stretch that the market has a chance to either break topside in a huge way or break down in a huge way. We take a look at the gold market. What we have with gold is this. Gold is holding that price point of the 1281. We are at 1287.90. That's saying that gold wants to make the run up to that 1347 area. Silver also is holding well. Silver right now is trading out at 1950. If we take a look at this silver contract, both the gold and the silver market, folks, had a nice little expansion this morning. There was a buyer in there this morning when Darryl and I were doing the show, and it was a decent buy, by the way, too. They came in with some good juice. The silver market came in with 1,300, and then this is intriguing because coming into the close out here, they tried to break it down, and they couldn't break it down. In silver, they sold 1,200. Now, check this out. As they were selling 1,200, that was going into the downdraft that had been created yesterday, or 2 days ago, the 27th. But that downdraft has 1,700. And when I'm talking about contracts, folks, I'm talking about those contracts on a 10-minute basis, the 10-minute bar. If we go over and we take a look at that gold contract once again, and we'll look at the same thing, because I want to see if they sold that into the close also at 120. Okay, they did. So check this out. This is pretty cool. So, and the gold contract, same deal. As it going up top side, we went top side with 5,200 contracts. That was at 10:20 this morning. When it came down, though, they tried to sell into this, and they sold 2,400 contracts. The 2,400, not even close, was going into 4,300 contracts. So bottom line, you can expect higher gold prices. Bonds. Let's go take a look at the bond market. The bonds are just amazing. So bonds, yeah, sideways move out here today. The 10-year had, oh my God, look at it. Oh yeah, I was going to say, how the heck they ever do 2 million contracts on a Friday? No. Okay, so we had 277,000 contracts. Bottom line, 10-year will not back off the highs. We're at 126.11. That little baby wants 128. We take a look at the 30-year. 30-year, right? U.S. 30-year is trading at 141.16. That did 73,000 contracts, and that also will not back off. That's on its way to 142. So there's big numbers out there where they want to go. King Dollar. Let's go take a look at King Dollar out here. What you have with King Dollar is this. King Dollar right now, 19,000 contracts. This is going to get intriguing if King Dollar is just not going to back down, period. Because the larger ABC is an 84, 85. We did 19,000 contracts. We're at 82.78. And the last high out there was 82.75. So bottom line, it's going to be amazing if on Tuesday morning, if this just blows away another small ABC structure on the way up. Because the larger one is. But I'm in the camp that I suspect this wants to back off a bit. But we'll see, and we'll see pretty quickly. We're going to take a look at the euro. The euro is absolutely toast. There's no two ways about it. Euro broke to a low out here today. What happened at 10 o'clock today, also at 10 in the morning, is that Goldman Sachs come out, and they're looking that the euro is going to go to par, folks, par. You heard that correctly, by 2017. And not that anyone, whether it's Goldman, Morgan Stanley, me, you, can be right, but the bottom line is that that is their take on the euro right now. And what's so intriguing about that, of course, is that the way that the dollar is set up. Well, let's put it this way. If the euro, okay, so let's do this because this is intense. You're going to want to always, you're going to you save up for a couple of years, folks, and go to the Amalfi Coast. Go anywhere in Europe because it'd be so inexpensive to be dynamite, if, in fact, there's anything left in Europe by then. But now there will be. Let's not go there. Okay, if we take a look at the euro and we bring this back, the way this is set up right now is that, it looks like it's on its way to 127. If you do break the 125, that is where the setup comes in. That no, it's the 123. You break up the 123. Guess what? It's not even par. It's 80 cents. It's 80 cents, and that would be saying that King Dollar would be worth 121. How's that? This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. The Dow is down 14. Nasdaq's up 15. S&P's up $1.50. We're gonna be right back.